G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now, do you remember when I made these two gorgeous pendants from UV resin? And they were, it's just, you can see the silver there. It just had like two silver pieces. And I put them down on some tape and filled these with UV resin mixed with mica powder. And it got me thinking that I would like to make a mold. Of course, because that's what I do. I have these ideas flying around in my head constantly. So anyway, this is what I've made. Totally inspired by these, and this is what I made. Now, for me, if I want to wear a piece of jewelry, I like it big. Like, go big or go home, okay? Like, you can buy little ones like this and make small ones if you want to, but I wanted to make something that isn't available. So the big daddies, all right? So I've made 5. We've got the two big ones here, and then we've got 3 there. This one's got 4 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's got 3, 1, 2, 3. Kind of a bit more asymmetrical. That one's quite deep, but it's got 3. That's got 3, 1, 2, 3. That one's got 3. So they've all got 3 except this one. So I'm a bit short on time today. I'm on puppy watch again. I've got Nova's in labour, so I'm just gonna, she's under the table here. Under the table. I'll bring you down. Hey Nova, you okay? Yeah, she's been digging and panting and she's settled at the moment, but you're ready to birth, aren't you? Ready to get those puppies out. So yeah, I don't want to take up too much time in case I have to finish quickly and go and sit in the bedroom with her and help her with her birth if she needs it. So I'm just gonna do one, okay? Just one today. And now I think there's 2 ways of sort of getting this silver edge, because obviously I haven't got silver. So one thing we can do is dust the edges with the silver mica powder first. Or once it's unmolded, then go in with your silver pan, gold pan, copper pan, whatever you want, and do the edges on the outside, you know, once the resin's cured. But today I'm just going to try, I'll do it both ways, but today I'm going to try just dusting. Now I've got my Let's Resin Metallics, that's antique gold. We've got silver, rustic gold, copper and bronze. So I've decided to sort of go shades of greeny goldy turquoise. So those are the colors that I've picked, and I'm going to go with the antique gold to start with. I'll talk about those later, but so antique gold to start with for doing the edges. I'm going to put a little bit in here first, just because it's easier than trying to dip in there. You can't see how far down you're going, whereas here you can just sort of take a little bit. And I've got a little brush that I've kind of trimmed up, given it a haircut, so it's only small. All right, now I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, but I basically just want to get it on the sides like that. And then if I miss, you know, overflow somewhere, I can just go in with my little micro brush and clean it up. So I'll go around and do the outside. So we want the gold all the way around and in here. I'm not going to do it all while you're watching. Well, I'll speed it up. You can still watch, but I'm just going to probably not do it all while you're standing there listening to me. Or are you sitting? Oh, oopsie, I've gone over. Maybe you're sitting on the couch, got your feet up, end of a busy day, and you just want to relax and watch a video, eh? Which is fine, that's what I do. Or maybe you're lying in bed and it's almost sleeping time and you're just lying there listening to me until you fall asleep. A lot of people do that apparently. I must have a very, what's the word? I don't know, is it melodical or something like that? Voice? I'm not sure what the word is. So anyway, you can pick it up like that and you can go up the sides and see what you're doing. And yeah, I don't think it's a difficult mold to use. It just takes a little bit of time to get in there and do your edges. All right, I'm going to put you on a fast forward and I'll finish it off. All right, that's done. And as you saw, I just used my little micro brush. It's a soft tip, and I sprayed it with some isopropyl alcohol. And I just went in and sort of tidied up my edges a little bit. You can do it as neat or a little bit more sort of natural kind of looking, whatever you like with that. So I've sort of done it half, and I don't mind if there's a little bit on the, you know, on this piece and a little bit over there. I think it's, see, these aren't totally, whoops, I'm stuck. See, it's not totally like in line, it's very asymmetrical looking. So yeah, I don't mind if the edges aren't exactly 100%. Okay, so I am going to go with this sort of goldy greeny turquoise color. So I've got interference gold, and I've got another little small brush, and I'm going to just fold that there. That way I can clean my brush between colors. So I'm going to go lightest down to darkest. So just going to put a little bit of that interference gold in there. Look at that, so pretty. So these are all the Let's Resin mica powders. Now it doesn't matter if you're going over the gold that's already on your sides, because whatever's touched your mold first is what you're going to see. So the gold's touched the mold first, so it doesn't matter if you then go over the top of the gold with your next color. It won't matter at all. Look at that. That looks so pretty. Okay, we'll give that a bit of a wipe. The next one is green. And of course you could do whatever color you wanted. You might decide to do silver edge, and then you might do blues, or you might want to do copper edge, and do some sort of pinks and purples. But yeah, I did silver last time with these two, so I thought I'll try some gold. So I tried to pick colors that I thought would look sort of nice next to each other. And I don't have all the Let's Resin colors. I've only got a few, so hopefully I'm going to get some more colors. Now you can see there's a few little bits of mica powder that have sort of dropped in over the top of the gold. Now again, that's not going to matter because the gold is touching the mold first. But when I'm finished, I'll pick this up and I'll take it outside, or over to my rubbish bin, and I'll just blow gently to get that excess out, because I don't want it sort of mixing in with my resin when I pour the resin in. And I'll tell you what I'm using for the resin after I've done this, because it's only a little piece. I don't want to go mixing up a huge amount of resin. I think this is a good little project if you don't want to spend a lot on resin, because resin can be expensive, but you still want to be creative. And this is not going to take a lot of resin. You could even have this mold prepped ready to go and, you know, use some leftover resin. If you think, oh my gosh, I've mixed up too much for something, then you can pour it in something like this, as long as it's ready to go. It must be all dusted and ready to go, because you can't really wait. All right, I think that's looking really pretty. So we got sort of gold, green, turquoise and blue. Oh, so that was the turquoise, that was the blue, and then we've got the green and the interference gold. So that's those ones that I've chosen. All right, so I'm going to take this over and just blow out the excess. Look at that. That's looking really pretty, isn't it? Reminds me of a stadium. Little mini seats in the stadium looking down at the stage. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to grab my polyurethane resin. This is it here. It's by Let's Resin, and there's part A and there's part B. They're clear. 1:1 ratio by volume or weight, 10-minute fast curing. Resin in opaque white after dried. Working time 2 minutes. Low odor, low viscosity. It's like water. It really is. All right, I'm going to put that on the scale and zero that. Oh gosh, how much do you think it's going to take? It's hard to know, isn't it? Oh look, I'll just do, I don't know, we'll do 25. Oh, yeah, no, let's go 30, just to be on the safe side. I'll go 30 grams of A, and then 30 grams of B, zero that again. Probably got too much here, but I didn't want to not have enough. I don't know what else I can do with it if I have some left over. I don't know. Because you can't wait, like you can't, it's not like regular resin where you think, oh, I can just go and dust something else while, you know, while it's waiting. No, can't do that. If I was going to dust something, I would have to dust it before I started. Okay, so we're just going to stir. I'm watching the time, and I'm basically going to go by feel. I've got quite tight hold on my little paper cup. Probably about 30 seconds, I think. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. I feel it's getting hot. Scrape the side. Okay. All right, here we go. We're just going to pour it in, and it's nice and thin, like water thin, so it shouldn't potentially get any bubbles. If you see one, try and grab it out. I can see a tiny little bubble. Is that a tiny little bubble in there? Nope, might be part of the mold. I don't know. All right, let's fill it up a tiny bit more. As much as I can. Oh gosh, I haven't done this bit. So you do have, it said you've got a 2-minute work time. I think if you were doing all of these pendants, I would do one at a time. I wouldn't try and risk, oh gosh, I've still got some left. I wouldn't try and risk it on doing all of them, and I've overfilled it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take some out. Once I've unmolded it, I can weigh it to see how much it actually took. I don't think my bench is very level actually. Gosh, I don't think my bench is level because I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Oops. Actually, I do remember moving my bench the other day because I was doing something and I had to move it, and then I haven't taken the sticks back out. I'm just going to pull across the top. Make sure I've got enough going in here. And you can see already it's starting to go white. So I haven't got much play time at all. 2 minutes. Whoops. Oh gosh, I wanted to, okay, no. I'll cut that off later. Yeah, don't have long at all. Yeah, I'm out. This side needs to come up. Yeah, that's okay. It's just this side here that needs to come up, so I can do that later on. Okay, as you can see, it's curing really fast, so you don't have a lot of time. If there's any overflow like this, you can snip it off. You can get a nail file and just sand off afterwards. So we'll give this about 10 minutes, and this is that's cured. I can get my stick out. Just so yeah. Goes off really quickly. So you don't need very much. I probably needed 1 ounce, so half an ounce and half an ounce. I'll know for next time. But like I said, once it's unmolded, I can weigh it and then see. But yeah, it's deceptive, isn't it? It's deceptive. All right, I'm going to clean up my mess, and I'll come back to you in about 10 minutes. And we'll see what this looks like. And we can do a whole project, have a piece of jewellery so quickly. We don't have to wait for hours and hours. All right. That was quick. It's still a little bit warm to the touch, but I want to get it out. And I can see there's a little bit of cleanup that's going to be needed just around the edge there. Hopefully my mold will come out nice and clean. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I just need to give it a little bit of a clean up with a baby wipe, but yeah, it's pretty good. I will link this for you down in the description if anybody wants that. Bet you no one else has got a mold like this. Oh, it took me months. Oh my gosh, it was a labor of love, that mold. I had to redo it so many times. Right now, so what happens is the resin cures from the deepest part first, so the thinner edges here are going to be the last areas to cure. But there's a little flappy bit there. It's still a bit soft, so I'm just going to cut it rather than try to file it. Now I have got my Dayco Color gold pen there, just in case. Oh my gosh, look at this. I made a bit of a mess of this, didn't I? Just in case I need to go over any sections, and then I can go over it with the gold. So easy enough just to go around the edge there if you did have any overflow like I did. Wasn't a drama. Okay, I think that's good. Now how am I going to get into here? I need to pick those out. Oh, there we go. That was easy. That was easy. Let's just file that. And just remember that these sorts of molds that I make, they are handmade molds. So they may have a little imperfection here and there, but I do try my best to get them as perfect as I can. But you know, if you're the sort of person that wants absolute perfection, probably better to buy the, you know, the Chinese machine made molds. But like I said, I do try my very, very hardest to get them as perfect as I can. That's why this has taken me months to get this mold made. Okay, I'm so excited to turn it over. I want to see, but I don't. And I've got a little gold chain here that I've found. All right, are we ready? Hang on, I'm going to go and get a piece of black card to display it on. There we go. Just so that we haven't got other things in the way distracting us. Hey, oh my god, so exciting. This has been such a long time coming. Hopefully it's been worth it. Hopefully I'll love it, and hopefully you guys will love it. All right, Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, you can sort of see a little bit of gold. It's more white. I guess I should have maybe chosen a different color, but the actual piece is stunning. Oh, I love it. And I don't mind, see how on a couple of areas there, you know, I've sort of gone over a little bit, like I said, but I think it's all part of that unique sort of look. It's not like a 90-degree angle. And of course, if you've missed a little bit, if you wanted to, I'm not going to do it because it'll be a different color, but you could, like I said earlier, if you didn't want to do this with the gold, you could just do your mica powders and then come in afterwards and do your gold edges everywhere. Oh, that is stunning. I love it. Now, I've only got this little thin chain, but it would also work with a nice thick chunky chain, or maybe some faux leather, whatever you've got. What else would you put on it? Lots of different things, whatever you want it to. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. What do you think, you guys? Was it worth the wait of me making this? So you can see the different layers there. It's not very deep. I mean, up here it's a bit deeper, and then obviously it gets shallow and shallower as you go down. Not too heavy, you know. Sometimes if you want a big statement piece of jewelry, it tends to be quite heavy, but because it's resin, it's not very heavy. Let's weigh it actually. Get my scale. We'll see what it weighs. But yeah, it's not a really heavy piece. Grams. 30 grams, so an ounce. It weighs an ounce. So even though it looks as if it would have a lot of weight and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't think I want to wear something that big around my neck, it only weighs an ounce, so that's a bonus. Oh, love it. All right, now let me know down in the description what you think of it. But yeah, I think I probably should have not done the interference gold, maybe like, or mixed it with a little bit of this pale green. But it's still really pretty. Let's see if I can pick up that gold actually. We'll walk around the room and see if I can pick up that gold. I could see it when I was dusting it. Look at the shimmer from the mica. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. How pretty would it look like with chameleon powders, chameleon flakes? I've asked Let's Resin to do a black polyurethane resin for us so that we could do this sort of thing, you know, using a black background. So you can see there, it is sort of shining a bit gold there, depends on which way you look at it. So yeah, love it. Let me know what you think of it. And yeah, there's five in the mold, and you can do different ones at different times in different colors. Be great gifts, wouldn't they? I think they would. All right, go over here to the window, next to the window here. Trying to get it to pick up a little bit more of that shimmer from the mica powder. I'm not doing that all very well. I'm getting a pattern from my screen, my window. All right, let's go over here. That didn't work very well. Picking up the screen door we were. So there it is. And where's Miss Nova? How you going, Nova? You ready for your babies yet? She's still under there. All right, I might go and make a coffee, and now that this is done, I'll do some editing, get that up for you. My flash was on. Gosh, I didn't know that. Make a coffee, and I will go and sit with Miss Nova, and hopefully we'll have puppies in the next 12 hours or so. It's going to be a long night. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will link Let's Resin their website, their UK Amazon store, their US Amazon store down in the description. And if you go through any of those links, you can use my coupon code, save 10%, and get yourself these metallic markers, their set of coloured marker powders, and of course the polyurethane resin. All right, thanks for watching. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.